Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever part of the day you're watching this lecture. Welcome to Brainstorming Sociology's Lecture 8, that is Education. This topic is of immense importance as this question has not only been asked in paper 1 or 2 separately, but in both the papers in a single year. And it has been repeatedly seen this topic is very important. So let's see first how this topic is important from syllabus linkage point of view, right? So here in syllabus you can find in paper 1, this topic comes under social change in modern society, topic 10, in that D section, education and social change, right? This is very important. And again coming to social changes in India of paper 2, here we found it under part 1 in C, education and social change. So somewhere or the other you can find that this topic is of immense importance in linking both the papers, but with different viewpoints. Yes, definitely a few part will still remain the same, but having a little ideological perspectives will definitely give you an edge in writing the answers. So let's see how you can build up the static material and how you will approach with the help of the PYQs. So this year questions has been asked in the form of 2020 also, 21 also, 22 also, 23, 24 and 25. So let's start from backward. Let's see in 2025 what question has been asked. 2025 paper 2, the question is educational and development is the only panacea for countries' all ills and evils. Critically examine the above statement with reference to NEP 2020. So here you can find that this has been interlinked with a scheme of government, right? But near about you have to just absorb the things from whatever the things are happening sociologically. Coming to the next question, 2025 paper 1, the question is to what extent can education and skill development be an agent of social change? So here we saw that the topic comes under social change. So as an agent of social change, how it can be seen? And you have to critically analyze. That means you have to write both the sides of the perspective. Coming to the next question, 2024 paper 2, education is a key to social development, elucidate. Again, social development near about same as social change, but a developmental angle that you have to show. 2024 paper 1, critically examine the roles of science and technology in social change. Here this topic has been linked with social change with science and tech. What is your opinion on the increasing trend in online education and teaching? So coming to again with the topic, you saw that there was science and tech, a different angle of the syllabus. And here again a different angle has been asked in the form of education. So both the topics has been interlinked and asked. So you can't study things in silos. Coming to again 2023 paper 1, does women's education help to eradicate patriarchal discriminations? Reflect with illustration. So women angle and education and patriarchy all got linked over here. 2023 paper 2. Highlight the salient features of the new education policy 2020, sorry. In 2023 same question and again linking with the same dimension 2025 has been asked. So you'd think if one has practiced PYQs, they are definitely going to get an edge of writing answers and understanding the sociological viewpoints. So you can't leave PYQs. It has to be on your tips. In 2022, instead of promoting equality in society, the present system of education in itself has contributed to socio-economic disparities. Comment. Socio-economic disparities, equality, present system of education all got linked. 2021. Explain the sociological significance of the new education policy and its thrust on vocalization and skill development. Again, see in the theme you can see 2021, 23 and 25. All the questions has been interlinked with the topic new education policy scheme. So you can't leave the things. You have to have an overall perspective. 2021. Explain the concept of social mobility. Describe with suitable illustrations how education and social mobility are related to each other. Again, connectivity of the topic with social mobility, there's a different syllabus linkage, but again here it got linked with education. How does new education policy 2020 aim to eradicate disparities in the system of education in India? Again in 2020, the new education policy. 2020 paper 1, according to Durkheim, the major function of education is the transmission of society's norms and values. Discuss. So here you saw the interlinkage. Can you think that any of the topics would not have been addressed if any one paper had been studied properly? So you can't leave topic. You have to study it this way that you can answer in both the papers. You can answer in both the perspectives. So let's see how we can approach this as a theme. Education to be studied as a theme. You are not going to study it as a simple topic. You can study it as a theme. In this theme, you can connect dots with education, with some policies. You can link with social mobility. You can link with social change. You can link with caste as an angle and everything. So we'll try to have a holistic development like we used to do in the other 7 lectures that we have covered in this series. So in that you have seen that how I have approached, how I have tried to approach marriage, how I have tried to approach family, how I have tried to approach urbanization as a topic, any of the topics, middle class as a topic. So all the topics have to be dotted with all the sociological perspectives. So here also we'll do the same thing. So let's dive in. Understanding the theme that I was talking of. Understanding the theme is important. Social transformation. You can think it as social transformation, right? Education and social change linked. Education with development linked. Technology plus education linked. Education policy linked. Education plus inequality got linked. So we will have a broader understanding. When you have a broader understanding of all the topics, you will surely write fine answers. Coming to the core static angle, so that you will surely be provided in Brainstorming Sociology's Telegram channel. So just have a keyword understanding of the education as a term so that you can have a sociological point of view of this topic. For this, we can have a topic like definition. We can go with like communication by which knowledge of values, beliefs and ideas are transmitted from one generation to another. And in that way, you can establish with patterns, values, structure of society. You can have different thinkers' point of view to describe define the topic of education. Whenever the question is coming, you have to start your answer with the definition of the topic in your understanding or from any of the thinkers' understanding. So sociologically, we generally use Durkheim, that socialization of the younger generation. You can definitely go through all the other keywords which has been used by Sumner, Samuel Coyne, by Brown. You can definitely use, right? But have the sociological perspective, like what are they trying to value with that point, right? Coming to the objectives, you can develop it with the help of transmission of culture, with mapping of the social world. You can go with the development of both individual and society. You can also go with education can fulfill several functions in society, right? So with that, you can have a better framework. Coming to education, how it impacted past, present, future. This you can surely go through with the static topic. Coming to the criticism of education. And what are the important keywords that you can use in the above paragraph that has been shown? Transmission of culture, reduce inequality and disparity, individual development. All these keywords can be used. So in criticism, you can use any of the thinkers to criticize via Karuna Ahmed, via Pierre Bourdieu, via Ivan Illich. So you can use any of these. Deschooling society, non-Marxists say. Ideational change, reproduces inequalities of society. So these are the keywords. Cultural reproduction. So use these keywords. You have to answer any of the GS based question in the form of sociology. So remember that whenever you are seeing newspaper, whenever you are seeing any of the topics, just have the sociological lens. Keep that sociological lens open to always find the answers in that point of view. And this subject as sociology, as I feel, that you can't mug up. You have to have a sociological lens. That's it. Because everything is happening in and around our society, right? Do we need to have other things to see? No. Whatever is happening in and around, that is sociology. Only we need to have sociological lens towards that. Okay, with that I come. Okay, and Althusser will remain always a very important thinker for this topic connectivity. We will have him in the later part of this slide. Coming to the paper 2, same thing has been linked with education and social change, and with that you have to give the Indian point of view, right? So in that Indian point of view, you will link social mobility with S.C. Dubey. You can link with Dalit capitalism. You can link M.S. Gore. You can link with education as a specialized division of labor as in India. You can link with secularization. You can link with ideologies and anything. So have a holistic development. Go through these notes. You will find more better keywords to inculcate in your answer, right? So education is internalization and institutionalization of modern rational values. So these are the keywords to open your answers with sociological dimensions and points. So don't you think that when you use these terms in the right framework, in the right understanding of the question, you will definitely get positive numbers than your peers. So you have to use these sociological keywords. That's why I say that make a note out of these lecture so that you have a good set in the paper format. Coming to the next, you can use Yogendra Singh to criticize, you can use A.R. Desai to criticize, and you can use Althusser also. So let's see how this is going to move about in the lecture. Coming to sociology of education as a perspectives or the thinker's POV that I always developed in the last series also. So in that, let's start with the functionalist. How functionalists see the things? They see that everything has a function. Everything has a stability. Transmission of norms and values. That's why education is there. Durkheim you can definitely connect with. It's a way of socialization. Parsons' angle. Social institution for maintenance of social order and prepares individual for social roles. This you can connect. And you can also link with the keywords. This is a new dimension that I have tried to show in this lecture, that where you can use these keywords. So I have linked with the thinker or the perspective with such keywords. You can note this down. Value consensus, role allocation, meritocracy, latent or manifest function, social solidarity, definitely. And criticism, you can go like underestimate structural inequalities. Whenever you are giving this dimension, you are trying to show that how they have not only studied it for the functional perspective, but they have not studied this angle. So that's a criticism. And coming to example of this, you can use competitive exams as an example. I have just linked with the, you can definitely go for more examples. I've just tried to link any of the example and shown you that how you can use this perspective. Coming to the Marxist or conflict perspective. Capitalist control education as part of superstructure. This is given by Marx. Reproduces the interest of dominant economic classes. Education is an ideological state apparatus that I was using for Althusser. So Althusser, without being used in education, is a crime. You have to definitely use this thinker for ideological state apparatus point of view. Here you can use example like, I'm trying to explain you, so I have given this simple example. You can take this context and use as analogy for any other example. Like a school teaches punctuality plus obedience plus hierarchy plus competition plus gender norms plus acceptable behavior. What has to be done in a society that is being taught by the school. So what it is being shown? Ideological state apparatus, right? Coming to this, school relationships correspond to workplace relationship. This is given by a very good point of view of Bowles and Gintis. It comes under conflict perspective, that they show that how whatever has been done in the school, it corresponds to the workplace relationships. You can link keywords like ideology or class reproduction, etc. Criticism you can give that can be economically reductionist in approach. Coming to the next, neo-Marxist. How will neo-Marxist be different from the Marxist? Education converts inherited privilege into apparently legitimate academic merit. Whatever the position of the person has been, it definitely provided a privilege. So that has been shown by the Marxist, neo-Marxist. You can link keywords like cultural capital, Pierre Bourdieu, social capital. You can also think of examples like that IIM students or the IIT cohorts, they have their peer groups so strong that networking gets easy. So what is this? This is cultural capital. This is social capital that they have developed, right? So it reproduces cultural or class inequality. Criticism you can link with may understate individual agency and mobility, because individual as is not being linked. So here you can example being English medium advantage or elite coaching, that I was giving example of IIT, IIM's cohorts, right? Coming to the next, interactionist, or you can also link with the symbolic interactionism as your own. Education constructed through everyday interactions between society. Mead or Cooley, anyone you can link with. You can link the angle of self. You can link with the meaning of the making, what is happening, role taking, interaction, etc., what is happening, right? Example, teacher expectation influences students' performance, right? And in criticism, you can think from this point of view that micro level focus ignores wider structures. Yes, definitely micro level understanding is important, but how as a whole it develops for everyone. So that is not there. That's why it's being criticized. Labeling perspective. This is a very important POV that has been seen, because labeling happens, right? Whenever we see that he or she or any one of us in the society has been labeled that he can't do this, so let's stop here. She can't do it. It's not her job. Like that, labels has been portrayed, right? So how to link with education? Teachers or schools classify students and these labels can influence behavior. Chicago school study had been done. Howard Becker is one of the key important thinkers linked with labeling perspective. You can link keywords like labeling, teacher expectation, etc. Example can be weak student or meritorious student. Criticism, what you can think that how, like what it is trying to develop in the society. It's showing that doesn't fully explain structural origin of the labels. Yes, labeling has started, but from where did it start? Why it started? How it started? Nothing has been explained, right? Coming to the next dimension, feminist. It is also one of the key point of view whenever you're writing answers holistically. Education can reproduce patriarchy but also empowers women. Anne Oakley, Sylvia Walby, you can connect with any of those. You can link keywords like gender socialization, patriarchy, hidden curriculum, etc. Example can be, we have seen, no, STEM gap. STEM, what is STEM? Science, tech, engineering, medicine, all this gap has been seen in the form of that gender inequality is there. Gender textbooks are found. So what is this? This is a feminist angle, right? So criticism, you can definitely connect with traditional feminist approaches may need intersectional analysis, because Dalit intersectional approach that we had studied last time also, right? You remember? So that also you can connect with this angle. So just think that any of the questions that you are getting, you have to connect dots with all the sociological perspectives. Sociological answers are easy to write if you have a great hold over the keywords, if you have great hold of the concepts. Like if one of the concepts is clear fully, you can definitely use it multiple places with multiple angles of the innovation. So have this developmental angle, have this knowledge of showing it up in a multiple way. How to use it for education, how to be used it with national education policy. How can I use this keyword for any other skill development? So you have to use this keywords only, but by tweaking it. Always that I say, you will get only one question in that paper and you have to portray all your sociological knowledge of that topic, whatever you have studied. So examiner is sitting to see what is your sociological understanding, not all history, geography that you have read about that topic. No. So let's read concise, reproduce in that concise manner. Have this revision approach. So let's continue. Coming to the next, phenomenological. Phenomenological will talk on the form of education is a world of shared meanings constructed through everyday experiences. Schutz or Luckman you can connect with. Link is social construction of the reality. Subjective meaning has been attributed. Example, perception of good school. How can you identify this, right? So these all can be linked with education as a topic. Criticism is less suited to explain large-scale inequality. Because again, these all micro perspectives can be linked in only individual smaller levels, but not at a very big level. Yes, you can, but it will be vague to say, right? Coming to the modernization perspective. What modernization perspective will try to show? Education facilitates from traditional to modern society. That has been definitely modernized. How can you link modernization, rationality, achievement, etc.? All these keywords can be used. Example can be expansion of higher education. All this was earlier not there in the traditional system, right? So that has been linked, that has come over the years. Criticism is only linear transition, traditional to modernity. Has it only happened linearly that you can just talk in that manner that it has come from traditional to this way? No. So you have to show that angle also, that it is criticized for this. Coming to the Gandhian perspective, very important perspective to show that Nai Talim angle. Very important to show that self-reliance angle, holistic development, self-reliance, craft, etc. You can show with and link with the skill development, vocational education, any of these things. How you can show the link that how NEP is being linked with the angle of vocational education, how it is being linked with skill development, how it has been shown that it has got important with these days, whatever the studies are happening, we have to inculcate this angle also. So you can give that angle as Gandhian perspective. Criticism is limits in modern economic times. Only self-reliance will help or what? No, we have to have an interlinkage networking of the society, right? So whenever you are trying to show, you can show this angle whenever you need to criticize. Coming to the next Ambedkarite angle or Ambedkarite perspective. Education is a weapon against caste or gender and social oppression. Very important. You have to write these keywords. So this again, coming to this very important keyword that has been used. Educate, agitate, organize yourself. This was very good term used by Ambedkar ji. So you need to show whenever it has been weaponized, educate, agitate, organize. Emancipation of women via education has happened. How can you link more? Affirmative action, Dalit education, women's education. Show all these angles and connect with Ambedkarite angle. Example can be Dalit child becoming IAS. So it is one of the good. Emancipation has happened, right? And how to criticize this? Access to education alone can't eliminate structural inequality. You need to show that how this inequality has been there and that has to be resolved with the help of education. But education can't be the only means to solve this, right? So that has been linked with this criticism angle. Coming next to the capability approach. In capability approach, education expands freedom and capabilities. Amartya Sen can be linked with it. How we can show the example, literacy, how it has increased these days. So it's making the individuals more capable. It's expanding the holistical development of the person. Criticism is capability is broader than education alone. Capability is not only restricted with the word education. So this can be criticized in this manner. Coming next, this is a very short topic, so use these perspectives in a very versatile manner. When you are using these perspectives in a versatile manner, you are having definite hold over the topic. Use these keywords. That's why I'm repeating this word many a times, to use these keywords, right? You can link with the contemporary examples of NEP 2020. You can link with reservation in education. You can link with coaching industry news. You can link with AI in education, whatever is happening, how you will show the technological angle. You can link with right to education. You can link with competitive exam and paper leaks. You can link with digital divide, online education, tribal education, edtech platformization, what has happened. So these are all the current things that are happening. You can show these dimensions to, like, either the question is being linked with this part and coming to you and you show the above angles, or question is being asked above manner and you have to link these contemporary examples with those sociological perspectives. So have an overall understanding with these chart of examples ready. So for quoting it anywhere, right? Okay, now coming to the final part of this lecture. How can you apply in PYQs with sociological keywords? Definitely I have used in the lecture series above, but I'm just trying to show you that these keywords has to be there in your answer of any education related question. Cultural capital, network society, vocationalization, democratization of knowledge, digital divide, changing student-teacher relationship, critical pedagogy, ideological reproduction, economic capital, occupational mobility, social inclusion, human capital, socialization and value transmission, intergenerational mobility, reproduction of inequality, caste emancipation. So some of the keywords that came to my mind, I used it to just reproduce it in this manner in one slide. But you have to use other keywords also that I have repeatedly used in my notes here. So you have to build that ability of inculcating all these keywords in your memory. That's only being achieved with the help of multiple revisions. So just try to do multiple revisions. Go through these static notes. They will definitely be of immense use to you if you have a greater hold of this topic. So with the help of this static notes, you can write those keywords that I have not used in my notes. So any of the different words that you are getting, inculcate it, right? Coming to the questions. Try to develop these angles of questions with the help of keywords and reproduce it with don't try to, if you have not getting time, you can surely, what you can do is take a question, write the keywords, think in that manner, how to interlink and get the applied form of this with the notes that I am providing, with the notes that of the lecture that I am providing, you are making notes of it. So use the keywords, and like instead of promoting equality society, the present system of education itself has contributed to increase socioeconomic disparities. How you can link with Ambedkar, how you can link with Althusser, how you can link with Durkheim, how you can link with Parson. Link link with the keywords, and definitely how will link with feminist angle. So whenever you are studying holistically in this keyword point of view of the answer, no, you will surely reproduce well. So I have just tried to give you examples. I have shown all the questions that has been asked in the past 5 years, 6 years. So you can definitely write it, just write with the keywords, try to think of examples, just make it a habit in your everyday studies, that whenever you're sitting with this, at least 10 to 15 minutes I'm giving to answer development of any of the questions of sociology. In this manner you only learn to apply and get good marks, right? I hope you like this lecture. And with this, we come to end of this lecture of education. It's a very small topic, you can say, but a definitely very important topic with linked with the social change. So whenever you are getting edge in these topics, no, you can definitely build better answers. So that's it from my end. I have come to the end of this lecture, and here is the scanner for Brainstorming Sociology's Telegram channel, where you can scan and go through this, and join the channel if you have not yet done so, because there are only static notes and all the updates that are being done with the help of sociology you can get over there. So try to join it, try to follow the perspective that has been shared over there. Multiple contemporary examples are being shared, multiple static notes are being provided over there. So go through that, you will definitely have an edge, right? I hope you like this lecture, and I'll wait for your feedback. Thank you so much. Thank you for patiently hearing me out.